everyone, and welcome to Flower Friday.
Hey there.
My name's Amanda.
I'm Sherry.
And we are the mother-daughter designers at Monroe Home, where we help you transform the ordinary home into an extraordinary home.
That is right. And we've got a beautiful, colorful wreath for you today. So come in and sit down, get comfortable, and let's make a pretty spring wreath. I'm excited about this. I love this ribbon that we're going to be using. And we've already got our bows made, but let me just show you up close this pretty ribbon while people are hopping on. So we've got this floral, so pretty, and then we've just got a striped pink and our little lime Swiss dot. Isn't that pretty?
Hello everyone and welcome. We are so happy to have you guys here with us today. We are making a really pretty spring wreath, so come on in and let's just have some fun tonight. Those of you who are watching us live, please type live in the comments. Yep. If you're watching us on the replay, you can just type replay in the comments. But please be sure to let us know where you are watching us from today.
That's right.
We are so happy to have you guys here with us. And like she said, she's already got her bow made. We've got some beautiful ribbons, some beautiful florals that we're going to be using today, and some greenery.
I love it.
I already had the ribbon out to show you guys.
Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't know that. That's perfect.
I love this ribbon, and this is from Shop 5th Street Studio. You can find them on Etsy. You can find them on their website.
Yes, and they've got beautiful ribbons.
Yeah, we just got a shipment in, some really pretty ribbons, so we love ordering from them. Hey guys, welcome. Hey Helen.
And they have very fast shipping too.
Welcome. Rachel, we are so glad to have you guys here with us today.
Hello.
So we are going to be working with a 14-inch grapevine wreath base today. Of course, with this one, you could really use an 18-inch or a 24-inch, whatever you wanted to, but we're going to be using a 14-inch today. So we have our grapevine wreath base. We have some really pretty florals that I am really excited about using. We've had these gorgeous roses for a few weeks now.
Yes, and I just love those.
We're just now using them, but I love this yellow and this pink here. We have got, let's see what else we got. We have these fun little wildflowers that we actually got from Amazon.
Oops, about to stick that in the glue. There we
go. You never know where you'll find some
really don't.
Some pretty florals. So we've got those as some filler flowers. We've got some more blue. We're going to be using some blue in this one.
Yep.
And several other
just
pretty florals that we're going to be using.
Beautiful spring colors from this ribbon, which I love those colors.
So welcome. Most of what we got did come from Joann's. Like I said, we've got some from Amazon today that we're using.
Yes.
So she already has her bow attached, and that's the first thing that we're going to do. We always do this first. So I'm going to go ahead and attach our bow. Like I said, we're using a 14-inch wreath base. We are going to make a crescent style for this, and we're going to be putting our bow on at about 10 o'clock on our base. So I'm going to go ahead and attach our bow. Now, we already have our bows made. This is a stacked bow, and I will attach a video showing you how to make this kind of bow.
Yes.
So be looking for that.
And while you're sitting there, if you don't mind letting your friends know that we are live, that would be wonderful. We would certainly appreciate that.
So if you'll just share this video, if you're watching the replay or live, just let your friends know about us.
That's right.
All right, so what I did, I just used the wire. Now we use a 26 gauge floral wire, and I just attach it right around my wreath base and get the bow where I want it. Now it will kind of, it looks pretty now, but it's going to get all smashed and stuff, but that's okay. We're going to fix it at the end. But we like to go ahead and put it on first so that we know how many florals we need.
And
so we can position everything how we want it.
Now we're going to start greening our wreath. I got to find my wire cutters. There we are. And I'm going to start, I've got this little petite grass flower that I'm going to start with first, but I'm also going to tie in some of this fern with it. We're just going to kind of alternate those.
Now this actually, it did not really look like this when we got it, but we pushed all
push them all to the top.
All of the greenery pieces to the top. Okay, so it looks like that. And we like to do that first. You know, you can do it as you go along.
Yes,
if you want
you
to,
really can.
but I'll usually just push them up and then clip them off so that I have them ready.
Yeah.
And I can just grab them.
Yep, and we're just going to start by just putting some of these around, and I'm going to kind of start right about here, just like that. I love these because they do have that cute little peach, tiny little flower on them, and yet they've got the grass that we need. Now I'm going to keep these about, I'd say 3.5 inches apart, because I am going to go back and put some of my fern too. It's not wanting to go in. There we go. So I am going to put two. I always do either 1 or 2 first at the top, and then I come back down at the bottom and do 1 or 2 at the bottom, just to make sure I've got them about where I want them. And that kind of helps me when I do it like that. And like I said, I'm just going to kind of skip the space. I'm leaving some space for my fern that's going to go in here. And while I'm greening this, I do want to let you know that our Design with the Pros Club, which is our private membership group where we teach our members how to make the designer wreaths that we have sold since 2007. And we also teach, for those who want to learn how to sell those online, we teach that as well. And it is open, but it will be closing Monday. We had extended it. We had several people. It was supposed to close today, but we had several that want to join that haven't yet, so we have extended it until Monday. But then it will be closing again until sometime this summer, I guess.
Actually, yeah, probably.
If it is, yeah, I'm not sure if it'll be open
maybe this
again
fall.
until the fall. That's right, it may be the fall.
So for
it
those
seems
of
like
you,
this year's going by so fast.
So for those of you that are interested in learning about Design with the Pros Club, I am going to put the link in the comments, and you guys are welcome to take a look at that. Like she said, we're only open a couple times a year, and so, you know, we're excited. We've already welcomed so many new members.
We have, and we are so happy to have them join us. We are looking forward to getting to know them, and we would love to get to know you too.
Yeah.
All right, so now I'm going to start putting my fern in between that greenery. So again, we have pushed everything up to the top.
This fern is also from Amazon.
Yes, it is.
Look, we're finding all kinds of good stuff at Amazon.
Yep. And we'll link this too so that you can see. I'm gonna put one right here in front, pretty close to that, just to kind of get it started, just right in there.
And really, this greenery is just our base. You're not even going to see a ton of it.
Yeah, you're going to see very little of it, but it just gives us the background and the frame for our design. Didn't get that pushed all the way to the top, so let me do that.
So y'all let us know what the weather is like. It is I'm like sweating right now.
I know.
It's so hot.
It is hot, and yet tomorrow, Amanda's daughter had a softball game scheduled for her first softball game for tomorrow, and they had to cancel it because it's supposed to snow here tomorrow. Can you imagine that? It's been high 70s today.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy Alabama weather.
It is. It just beats off. It really does.
So we all
sitting here sweating now, but then tomorrow, I have to say, when I heard that, I was not, I would have been there cheering that young'un on, but I was not looking forward to sitting out in that cold. I do not like cold.
I can't say that I am really disappointed that they canceled the game.
No.
Not in that kind of weather.
Not that kind of weather. Plus, I felt sorry for the kids, because at least we could bundle up, but they really couldn't, so I I was concerned about that.
Karen says hi from Colorado where it's 27 degrees. So
Oh,
you know what?
my
Let's not
goodness.
complain.
Yeah. Yeah, we
It's
really
like
can't
70.
complain,
It's
can
been
we?
75 today, and it is
Yep.
supposed to snow tonight. So that is that is our crazy weather.
Crazy Alabama weather. So I am ready for spring.
Yeah. So we're gonna make a spring wreath, and
That makes
pretend
me
like it's
yeah.
not
gonna be
snow.
cold tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's right. We can pretend.
All right. So we're just going around, and again, we've got our crescent style, so we're not filling the whole wreath up, about 3/4.
Yeah.
Well, about 2/3, I guess.
2/3 on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is where we're at so far.
Yeah.
So it looks like from the comments that a lot of you guys have some cold weather
Oh my goodness.
where you are at.
Well, just keep hanging on. That's what I keep telling myself. Spring is coming.
And then, yeah, we'll be complaining it's so hot.
Yeah, no.
We don't have... we're in
I try hard not to complain. Now, towards the end, like in September, when it's, 100 degrees, I might complain a tad, but I love summertime, so I'm looking forward to it.
Y'all remember that. She said that, okay?
I said
remember,
I might. I was
you
honest.
remember when she,
Yep.
like, in July when she's
Yep.
complaining. You
I was
remember.
honest. I did say I might. Probably. But I don't complain like most of them, I'm telling you, because I love it.
Yeah. All right, I guess.
All right, now I'm going to put one more of my fern just like I did here, kind of close to this one. Just like that. So now I've got everything. I've got my base, so I know how tall and how wide my wreath is going to be by this. And so that's why we go ahead and green first. That gives us an idea of exactly how tall everything is going to be. So now I'm going to go around the outside and add my little blue flowers.
And we usually say this a lot, I know, if you watch us, but really, we're just building. We start with a base, and we just build and continue to build until we've got the whole wreath made. So that's kind of how we go about it. We just start at the base, and we just build up from there.
Yes.
And I really like these flowers. They're just, they're kind of a bluish purple. Really pretty color. They are from Michael's.
Yep, these are from Michael's.
So, we've got several
So now I'm coming in just a little bit in front of where I've put my greenery and adding my row of my blue.
You're cutting these apart though, aren't you?
Yes, I did.
So there comes 3 on a stem.
That's right.
Let me just cut them apart.
And I'm not putting them in every little space. I'm just kind of sprinkling some of these around. I'll go ahead and put one on the bottom here.
And so if you're new to us, we use a glue skillet. That's what we're dipping the stems of our flowers in. It's a skillet of glue. It's made by Surebonder. If you don't have a glue skillet, of course you would just use a glue gun. But if you're new to making these wreaths, hot glue does work best.
Yes.
I highly recommend.
Yes.
At least
high heat.
Yeah, high heat.
High heat glue.
gun.
Yep, that is going to make them stick better.
And we're just going around. It does not have to be perfectly symmetrical.
No, now I'm putting one right here because I left me a little space here. And then I've got that one right in there. And this one I'm going to bring right down here in the bottom. But as you see, once we get all the flowers on here, like Amanda said earlier, you're not going to see much of the greenery. It's just going to kind of be peeking out through all the flowers, which is what we want.
Jackie said, I just got a Surebonder glue skillet. Can you remind me what are the best glue pellets? Well, Surebonder makes glue pellets, and to me, theirs are the best.
They really
used
are.
A lot of different commercial glue pellets. Surebonder's the brand that of the glue skillet is the best, but you want to make sure that you get the high temp, which I think that if you're just buying them in the 1 or 3 pound bags,
I think it is all high temp, yeah. We buy it, and you'll see that this is stringy, and it's because I bought the wrong kind. I got the all-purpose, and it is a lot stringier, so you definitely want to get the high heat.
So, yes, but I think that if you buy them in the bags, I think all of it. I think that's what she told me the other day, that all of those are high heat, temp.
Yeah. I'm putting one of my little blue ones on this side of my wreath, on the inside, my bow, because as you know, if you've watched us, you always have to put something on every side of your bow. I know that y'all that watch us a lot probably get tired of hearing that, but we do want new people to know to put something on every side of your bow.
It's a good reminder.
It is, because sometimes I forget, and it makes a difference. I'll be looking at something thinking, why is that bow not sitting up pretty? And it's because I forgot.
I'm adding a good bit of the blue. I love the pop of blue.
Yeah.
You could add as much or as little of this.
Yes, exactly. You really
as you
can.
wanted. Or, these
and I may go back and add more later, but right now I'm going to.
This style of
need
wreath
one more tall one.
is great because you can do it in whatever, color combinations you want to, really.
Mm-hmm.
So if you wanted to do pink and lime green or blue and yellow, you could do that.
Yes.
Make it your own.
I added one right up here in the top because I needed that one to be just a little taller. There we go. I think I'm going to add one more right here since I did add that other one.
We actually were not going to add the blue, but then we found this ribbon and we were like, let's use this ribbon.
Yes.
And I think that the blue looks good.
I do too, because I love that ribbon.
But whatever color combination you wanted, you could use.
Now, okay, so I've got my blue in there. So now I'm going to add some of my other flowers, but I am going to hold on to this in case I need it. Now I've got 2 of these beautiful peonies that I'm going to add. I want to frame my bow with these. These are lime green peonies, and I think they are gorgeous. I love this color. Aren't those just so pretty? Love that. So we're going to just use 2 of these, and we are going to frame our bow. So I'm going to put one right in here, just like that. And then I'm going to put the other one down at the bottom.
I'll show you guys too. We do leave our stems pretty long.
Yes. That's one of the techniques. I saw the other day a friend on YouTube that's been watching us for a while said that just that her learning that from us made all the difference in the dimensions of her, of her wreaths, and that she didn't believe us until she tried it, but once she tried it, she said it made all the difference. So if you haven't tried that, just try it. I think you'll see what we're talking about. Now this one I'm going to bring right down here. I don't want to put it right up on the bow, but it is still framing my bow, so I've got it right in there. And that's what's good about leaving your stems long like that, is that you can get those exactly where you want them, and that's always good.
Bobby says, my learning that, talking about leaving the stems long, has completely changed my wreaths.
Well, wonderful.
Yeah.
When I learned it, honestly, and it was literally by accident that I learned it, but once I did and figured that out, I knew that was what was going to make the difference, you know. And like I said, I remember a lady asked me to do just a really wild scarecrow type wreath that she wanted long grasses and all this stuff, and I thought, how am I going to do that? And I couldn't find any really long grass to go in it at the time. This was years and years ago. And that was what I did. I started leaving the stems long and was able to put that out. And once I tried it, I said, okay, that will be what I do from now on.
And that's one of the reasons we use the 14-inch base, because you can make the wreath as large as you want to. So if you need a big, massive looking wreath, you know, 30 inches or whatever, you can make that on the 14-inch base.
Yes.
But, you know, if you're selling your wreaths and shipping them, it's, you know, it's a lot more manageable and easier to use the smaller base. Definitely
it is. Okay, I just cut apart my little pink rose, and it has a little bud. Some dirt on mine. It has a little bud, and then the open rose. So this little bud I'm just going to bring right here. Now I'm going to put this in front of my blue flower, but I'm just going to kind of let it fall forward, just like that. And this pink one.
I love these pink roses.
I love these.
They're almost a corally pink color. Corally pink.
Yes. I'm going to bring this one right up in here, just sort of in the top, but still letting it just fall just like that. And I'm going to do the same thing with these at the bottom.
Did you leave your bud on? Or you had 3?
No, well, I don't know why I didn't have but 2 on mine.
Yeah, mine has 3.
How did yours have 3?
I don't know, but I just noticed that.
Doggone it. Now look at there.
I was wondering where your third one was.
Yeah, it didn't have a place. That is so weird. They were supposed to be the same ones.
There's more over there if we need to go.
Yeah, if I need them, that's okay. I can get them. It's just strange that they were different, because the roses look exactly the same. And I'm just going to kind of let this one fall down just like that. And then I'm going to walk over here and get me another one. Yeah, see? Well, this one, yeah, these do have 3.
Well, I think maybe you just got it like a, I don't know. You got a dud.
Yeah, I got a dud, but this one does have 3, so that's strange.
All of mine have 3. The yellow
and I didn't check my yellow. Yeah, my yellow have 3. Look at there. Oh well, who knew?
Maybe we used
it. We'll make do with it, however it is. Okay, so I'm going to take this one, since I now have an extra little bud, and I'm just going to bring that up here over top of my bow. And just let that kind of do its thing right in there. Ooh. And these, I keep calling them pink, but they're actually more of a coral color. So pretty. And I want to put one right over here behind my bow, but down at the bottom, sort of, because you want to make sure you get these kind of spread out. so y'all can see. There we go. And since I now have a little one, I'm going to bring it right up here in the top. Just right in there.
We have these same roses in the yellow with the pink tips.
Yep, so now I'm going to use these. And I love these. The yellow, they just are, I love yellow roses. And these have the little pink tips on them, just so pretty. So this one I'm going to bring down here under my bow. Just right in there. Oh, that string. Okay.
Yeah, and that's what we were talking about, like the glue strings. It's because we're using the all temp glue.
It really is.
If you use the high temp,
all the
it doesn't work. I mean, it doesn't do like that.
No, it doesn't. And that was my fault. Because I bought the wrong one. And we buy by the, I think it was it 25 pounds or 50 pounds?
It's a lot
So
of it.
we buy by the big thing, and so I said we got to use it.
We were determined not to waste it.
Now I'm going to put the yellow one, instead of going around the outside, I'm just going to bring this one right in here. Just like that. Got one more. And if you have any questions that as we're going along, feel free to ask those. Even if you're watching the replay, ask your questions, because we do try to go back and answer those. And if you have any questions about Design with the Pros Club, ask away, because that is what we are here for. And like we said, it will be closing soon. Now I'm putting my little yellow bud. I had one extra one, so I'm just going to bringing it down here in the bottom, Amanda, so you know where I put it.
I already put mine somewhere.
Did you? Well,
somewhere.
That's all right. It doesn't matter. They don't have to be exactly the same to be beautiful, do they? This yellow one I'm going to bring behind my bow. So I just got to move everything out of the way and put it back here.
Well, I glued myself to the table.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
How did you manage to do that?
Well, I just glued it right to the tablecloth instead of the wreath.
Oh, yeah. Well, hey, it happens. I don't know how anybody makes them on a table. I have got to be able to see. So I cannot get that to stay where I want it. So let me try again.
And we're just filling in, you know, even though you make it a 14-inch grapevine wreath, it may vary in size just a little bit. Sometimes they're a little bit smaller, and sometimes they're a little bit bigger. So no two wreaths is going to look exactly alike, because you may need more or less in yours, depending on the shape of your grapevine and the actual size of your grapevine. So a lot of times when we say, you know, we're filling in, you're just going to fill in wherever you have holes and spaces.
Yes.
And, you know, mine are not going to be exactly the same as hers. They may be similar, but not exactly the same.
No, and she's right about that, you know, we can sit here and make them literally put the same thing exactly where, you know, where she's putting hers and I can put mine, and they will be different. I mean, that's just, you can
just the way
never
it is.
make them. It's just the way that they go. But now I'm going to cut my little peach colored ranunculus apart. And I'm going to bring this little bud and just put it on the inside of my bow. Right in here. These are so sweet too. They've got the lime green on the inside and so pretty. I love that. I was trying to think where we got. I think these came from Sullivan Gift. Weren't they?
Sure?
Or are they
They're
Vickerman?
Joann's.
Are they Joann?
Believe
I bet
so.
they, bloomed. Yes, Joann's. There you go.
I think that's what the tag I took off.
There you go.
That one.
I'm going to bring one and bring it right down here in the bottom. If I can get it together in there where I want it. Sometimes you have to manhandle them. Take that off just a little.
Nita said, I want to make 2 wreaths for my church doors. Anything that you would recommend?
You could do something like this. Who was that? What
Nita.
Was Nita, you could definitely do something like this. What you would want to do if you were doing this style is you would want to do them opposite. So you would want to have one bow on this side and the other bow on this side, if you know what I'm talking about.
Like
so,
a mirror image.
Oh, yeah, like a mirror image. Like, see how they're alike. You would want them to be have the bow like this, if that makes sense, and do them like that. We've done a lot of those, and I think that they look better on doors, this particular style, when you do that. Or you could do full wreaths. The one, I don't know if you saw the one we did last week, but that would be beautiful on a church door.
Yeah, something kind of a little maybe understated.
Yes, yeah. But now, if you're looking for Easter, something real colorful, don't you think?
If you want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I feel like this one actually you could do for Easter. You could put some of the glitter Easter eggs or anything like that in
you
them.
really
I think it'd be
could.
fun.
I'm gonna bring one of my peach ones just right back in here. Just because I feel like there's a little spot right there that I wanted something. And then I'm going to bring this one up here in the top because I need a little height right up in here. So, I'm going to bring that right in there.
So yeah, I think this is one that if you wanted to change it out and have like an Easter ribbon and add some Easter eggs, you could do that to this one, or
you definitely
just
could.
have fun with it.
Yeah, and you could for the church doors, you could certainly put a cross, you know, right in here. That would be beautiful.
Like my inside of my.
That's what I just said. Mine just fell apart. Okay, that wasn't good. I was like, why does that feel funny? It's flopping.
At the same exact time.
That's so funny. It's just kind of weird. Just cut that part off and hopefully I can get it in here. Bring this. I think this one I'm going to put behind my bow. I need one more thing over here behind my bow. Now I want to add some of my pretty little yellow flowers. And like Amanda said, we got these from Amazon. So they're so pretty, little kind of like little wildflowers. And we're just going to put these anywhere that we've got a spot that needs something. Oof. So you're just sprinkling them all around. The main thing when you're doing these are that you want to make sure that you get it spaced so that you've got them all over the whole wreath. You don't want to have, you know, 3 or 4 at the top and then 1 at the bottom. You want to make sure that you get them all the way around with these. That's why you'll see me a lot of times do a couple at the top and then a couple at the bottom, just to make sure that I've got them where I need them to be.
These yellow ones, they really kind of, they're cute because they just add a lot of dimension or something.
They really do.
They do this weird little 3D effect, I guess. Kind
They
of pop
do.
out of it.
I love that.
Hey Jackie, yes, Craft Outlet has some really pretty ribbons
Mm-hmm.
this year. They sure do.
Yeah, definitely. I have bought some there too. Now these particular ones, I will tell you, I don't like pushing these. Most everything I push all the way to the top. These look kind of funny pushed all the way to the top, because I'll show you. This is how it is normally. But if I pushed it all the way to the top, it just kind of, I don't know, they look kind of funny. So I'm leaving these down closer to the bottom. I do push them up a little bit, but just not all the way to the top. And I just want to make sure I've got these all the way around. So I'm just going to keep on putting these all over.
They don't have to be like absolutely even, but
No,
just want to kind of
sprinkle them all over. Keep mashing my bow.
They actually have these at Amazon in some other colors too.
Mm-hmm.
So we got them in a few different colors just to see. Because, you know, sometimes you don't know when you get something.
Yeah, when you buy something for the first time.
How
yeah,
it's going to look.
You
So
really don't.
We wanted to make sure, you know, they were good. But I like the yellow. I think the yellow is my favorite.
The yellow's my favorite. Now, they also, I didn't get any in white, and I am going to order some in white just to see how I like those. But the pink and the yellow, I like, although the yellow are my favorite. And you see, I am moving my bow out of the way so that I can put stuff behind it, but I also want to get some of this throughout my bow as well. And I want to make sure it's going to choke me on glue. Now, isn't that something? Glue string's gonna choke me here. I want to put some throughout my bow, but I also want to put some around the back too for the height. So I'm just going to put this one and just come around the back and just add some kind of up there in the top. They're so pretty. And you know, know, I have people ask me, because these were fairly inexpensive, and I have people say, well, you know, flowers cost so much, and they do, but I think that one of the biggest things that you can do to save money on your wreaths is to buy some flowers that are a little more high end, but then use your filler flowers. They don't have to cost quite as much. So that's that will save you by doing that.
And if you're making them for yourself, if you're making wreaths for yourself, we've got a tutorial showing you how you can take your current or your the prior season's wreath and just revamp it by changing out some of the focal flowers.
Right.
So you don't actually have to start from scratch and spend a ton of money. You know, you can just keep those base greeneries and flowers and just change out the big focal flowers and, create a whole new design. So
and
that's always something to think about too.
It really is, because if you get your filler flowers that will go for any season, like something like this, there's no reason you could not use this, anytime. And you could just take out some of these others, change out your bow, put in some orange and some blue, because orange and blue are great for fall, but you could change it out, use the right ribbons, and remake it, and that way it doesn't cost you as much. That one is missing the top. So, and anytime, if you ever have any that are missing the top that's going to hold the flowers on, I just bend the stem down, and that way they won't all come flying off, and they will be fine. And once you get it in the wreath, you're not going to see that anyway. Put something right back here, because I want to make sure these are all throughout the whole thing. Put a few right in my bow, so get those. I love putting the flowers in the bows. To me, it just helps the bow to be a part of the wreath when you can do that. Now, you can't always, there's sometimes that it just won't work, but if you can, I think it just really helps.
It's kind of a fun little...
And you'll see that I'm not gluing this to the bow. I'm gluing it still into the grapevine so that it will hold, it won't fall out, and I just move them. Since we leave the stems long, I can move them where I want them to be. So I just kind of move my bow around to get it exactly how I want it.
And I mean, this is completely up to you if you want to do that.
That is exactly right.
I think it adds a fun little element, but
but you don't have to if you don't. That's what makes wreath making so wonderful. It's everybody's own little piece of art, so you can do exactly what you want to with it. Okay, now I've got a little bit of greenery that I want to add in between some of my flowers, just because that will help help the flowers to stand out even more. So we are going to just add some here or there. We just, let's see, what was it, yesterday? Yesterday that we released the wreath of the month for this month in Design with the Pros, and it was fun to make, I think. It was called The Forgotten Garden.
And so if you are a Design with the Pros Club member and you have not watched that one yet, I highly recommend
to do that. Yes.
Go and watch that one.
It was a lot of fun to make. And if you join Design with the Pros, you get that along with over 100 other tutorials that we have in the group. So
yeah, and those are wreath making and wreath selling tutorials. So you know, we have members in there, and if you are a member, just post in the comments and let us know. And let us know what you love about it. But, you know, we have people in there that are new to wreath making, and then we have people in there that have been making wreaths for like 30, 40 years. So we've got all kinds. We've got people that sell their wreaths. We've got people that just make them for themselves.
That's right.
So all are welcome.
So that is exactly right. And I think that's what makes our group so wonderful, is the fact that we do have all kinds of people. And with all levels of wreath making. And as we tell them all the time, you know, we believe that wreath making is an art. We've always called it an art from the beginning because we really feel like it is. And some people use it as an outlet, you know, just to have something creative to do, and other people, especially in the world we've got going on now, people, you know, need ways to make money, and that is a good way. Because I tell you what, I was telling somebody the other day, people tend, no matter what, they tend to decorate their homes. They want their homes to be beautiful. So that is a good thing if you're a wreath seller.
And I mean, wreaths really do, beautiful things bring people joy. And
They
that's
do,
what,
and they make people happy.
make people happy. And
When you're adding your other greenery, and you just want to make sure that you have it all over so that it's equally spaced. And I'm going to put some back here behind my wreath as well. Off.
I'm actually just filling in with this.
Which one?
This
Yeah,
one.
you can. You sure can. You
I
can
didn't really
use
have any
I may,
places for the other one.
yeah, I may add some more of that myself. I've got.
And again, this came from Amazon.
Yes, it did.
I'm actually pretty impressed with that.
I like the look of it in it. I really do.
I'm really picky. I don't know.
She
Y'all may know
is
this.
now.
I'm picky
She
about my greenery. I'm real picky about greenery.
Yeah, she does not like greenery that looks like it goes in an aquarium.
And a long time ago when we first started, it looked like that. And y'all know what I'm talking about. That lime greenish
that just
looks like it should be in the bottom of an
of
aquarium.
The aquarium, yeah. Yeah.
So I'm funny about greenery, so I like to order it and look at it and make sure that it's something that we're going to use and that looks good.
Yeah. I am moving this. I put this one behind the bow, but I am moving it up because it will not stay there where I wanted it.
I'm going to about done. I feel like this would be one too that would be really pretty. I don't know if we have any right here, but it'd be pretty to put like little butterflies in it.
Yeah.
I think that would be so
It really would.
You could do little
I'll
critters.
turn mine this way just to make sure that I've got everything.
You could put little a little bird in it. That would be cute.
You really could. And you can use other kinds of greenery if you like more. If you're like me and you love greenery, you can add extra. If you prefer flowers, you can add more flowers. I'm going to add just a few more of my little yellow ones. Fortunately, these are fairly inexpensive, like I said, so that's a good thing. But I want one right in here.
We just had one more of the yellow roses, but I don't really want to go over there and get it. So
I don't have one over here.
I only have a pink, but I really want a yellow one right there.
You want a yellow one? Well, I
So
can
we'll
go
just
get you a yellow
well, you know,
one.
you don't have to. We'll just pretend like there's a yellow one right there.
Yeah.
And then I'll add it later. But I think this is pretty. I like the way it turned out. I like all the colors.
I'll add one more little piece of blue.
And the ribbon is pretty in it.
Mm-hmm.
You can do your tails, you know, however, if you want
Yeah,
to curl
whatever
them.
you want to do with them, you sure can.
Yeah, Lori said, I'm right there with you, man. I don't like the fake or cheap looking greenery.
Yeah, and I remember the first time I started using greenery, you know, she thought I'd lost my mind.
Well, that was before it looked
it
like
didn't
it looks
look,
now.
yeah, it didn't look as pretty.
It did not look
didn't.
nearly as pretty as it does now. And I mean,
No,
now
it
you
really,
you can get greenery that looks realistic.
yeah, you really can.
But I know when we first started, a lot of it just looked.
It looked kind of fake, and yeah, it did. I may add a couple more of these because I do think these are pretty. And that is one thing, you know, if you're like us, you have a hard time stopping. Everybody does. So don't let it make you feel bad if you keep adding, because we all do it.
Yeah. At some point, though, you just gotta stop.
You just
That's what I have
gotta
to tell
stop.
myself.
Yeah.
At some point, you just gotta call it done.
Mm-hmm.
Step away and then come back later.
Yep.
And look at it and see if it needs anything else. And I think I'm about done
Add
with
a
this one.
couple more pieces, and then maybe I will be done.
I do want to add one more of the yellow roses, but
Yeah.
like I said, this rose.
What? Did you find one?
Well, no, not exactly, but it was here, but it was falling down the back.
Oh, the one that you thought you need?
No,
Oh, okay.
I need that one too, but I need another one down here on the bottom.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I had just not glued that one in very well.
Oh, yeah. This just makes me even more anxious for spring to get here. And like she said, you can just curl your tails if you want to, or you can just leave them straight. You can curl them under. You know, just whatever you want to do with them is fine. I'm just seeing what I want to do.
And those little yellow ones are cute. They add this
They
little
just
pop.
kind of
They just
add
pop
that
up.
little
Like,
perfect little pop.
Yeah.
Yes, they do. So cute. I love those. Okay. So there we go. Now we do have all of our stems in the back. So at this point is when you go back, you make sure the flat part of your wire cutters is up against your wreath, and you cut off all of those stems. And then we would just take our blow dryer, and I keep one right here below me all the time, plugged in, ready to go, and I just blow dry the wreath on low and on medium heat to get rid of any of the glue that you've got anywhere. I can't tell if I've got it straight or not, but this is it. Does it make y'all feel like spring? Because it certainly does me. It makes me want spring to get here. Come on, spring.
Barbara, we will add hangers a lot of times to the back of the wreath. Yes. We don't all the time, but a lot of times, especially when we do these crescent styles and we send them out, we'll add a hanger so that the customer knows how to hang it. The way to,
yes, and we use the covered, and I thought I had it right here, but I must have taken it off. But we use the covered wire, the brown covered wire, because that way you don't really see it. You know, it's hidden, and you can get that at Hobby Lobby or Michael's. They both have it. So there we go.
Well, these have been fun.
They have.
Definitely have me in the mood for spring.
They really do,
of course,
me too.
The 80-degree weather that we had last week had me in the mood for spring.
Yes, yes, it was unreal.
But
I love it. Oh.
Now we're talking about snow.
Yeah.
So.
Now I get to start planting flowers and doing all that fun stuff. I'm looking forward to that.
To start our garden.
Yes,
Yay.
yes. Yay. Yep.
Hey Heather, thank you for joining us. Thanks, Susan.
Yes, this has been a lot of fun. And if you want any information about Design with the Pros Club, you can check it out at www.gracemonroehome.com. And when you get there, just look up in the right top corner where it says Join the Club. Click right there and just read tons of all the information. We've got testimonials and just a little of everything that you can read about it. So y'all go to check that out, because like we said, we are closing Monday, so you don't have a lot more time.
Yep. So
we hate for you to miss it.
You're not going to want to miss it, so just go ahead and join us. We have fun. You won't regret it.
We really do. And I will say we have over 600 people our community is amazing. There's always somebody right there to help you, and to, you know, if you want somebody to help you, if you're getting off on your wreath and you don't know what to add, there's always somebody right there to help you. And that is important. And plus, Amanda and I also, one of the things that we do each month is we give our wreath critiques. We give anybody that wants to have their wreath actually critiqued, we make a video of critiquing everybody's wreath that wants us to. Now, we're not going to call you out and tell you anything, you know, bad or anything like that. We're just going to help you if there's something, and we always do that in a positive way.
I mean, yes, we're definitely, you know, we have been right where you are.
Yes,
I know I have,
we
for
have.
sure.
I promise.
You know, so
if y'all could see my first wreaths, oh my goodness.
I wish we could find some pictures.
I don't.
The very, very first
I'm
one.
too embarrassed. Really.
The very first ones that we made, and I mean, I know mine. Oh my goodness.
Well, I mean, I didn't know any better. I remember, you know, gluing my flower directly to, you know, right to the thing, taking the stems off and just gluing the buds right to the wreath. All these kind of things, and I think, what was I thinking? But, you know, you have to learn.
Yeah, and you know, when we started, what?
15 years ago now. There weren't videos and tutorials. No, there was nothing.
You know, we didn't have any of that, so we kind of
trial and error.
Yes, we learned by trial and error, and she taught me, of course, everything that I know, because I knew nothing about making flowers. Yeah. She had worked in a florist.
Years, prior.
I had no knowledge at all, and so, you know, it's trial and error, and we just kind of taught ourselves. And so we hope that with Design with the Pros Club, we're kind of able to help you skip a few steps, make it a little bit easier.
Yeah.
You know, we don't want you to have to go to 100 different places to learn, you know, how to make a grapevine wreath. We want to give you what you need.
That's exactly
to learn
right.
how to make that wreath, so that you can save time, save money, save energy, and, you know, enjoy the process.
That's right.
Not get discouraged and just throw up your hands.
Oh, I cannot tell you how many times I took a wreath apart when I was starting, you know, because I didn't have anybody to help, and I would have loved to have had somebody to critique my wreath, you know, and just say, you need to add this here or you need to do that there. It would have made all the difference, but that's what we're for.
Yeah, we hope that we can help you guys. Maybe
that's right. And I believe that that's why we went through all the different steps that we went through, is so that we can help you all.
Yeah, and not just in our wreath making, but those of you that have your wreath businesses, trust me, if it has happened, I mean, like, we've been through it all. we've
done
had ups, we've had downs, we've had really, really low lows. You know, we've had really high highs, and it's just like, you know, business, it's like that, and we've done it and seen it all.
Yes, we have.
So we're, again, you know, with our business trainings, you know, we hope that we can kind of help you know that, number one, you're not alone, because we all go through this.
That's right.
Everything you're thinking or asking yourself, we've all been there, done that.
Yes, we have.
So you're not alone, but also, you know, just to make that process a little bit easier for you.
That's right.
You know, that's what we feel like we're here for.
That's what we're here for.
But anyway, we will post the link in the comments. You guys are welcome to check that out. Just go to GraceMonroeHome.com, click the button that says join the club. There's all kinds of information there. I will also, like I said, put the link in the comments so you can just click on that as well.
That's right.
All right, guys. Well, if you're watching us on Facebook, please be sure to follow our Facebook page. Facebook is kind of not showing everything to everybody lately. So if you would go to the 3 dots and click to see us first, that'll help you actually see us when we come on, because like I said, Facebook is kind of not showing things as much anymore.
No, it's harder, you know, for people to see what you want to see. You know, it really is.
And so if you want to see us,
I had to do that with the people that I want to see. I had to go and click those little buttons, and at first it took me a while to find it, but I found those little 3 buttons, and
And if you are watching us on YouTube, also, if you guys will, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the little bell and get notified when we release new videos. If you like this video, click the thumbs up for us. That would be really helpful.
We appreciate it.
We're live every Friday at 4 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time for Flower Friday Live. So y'all be sure to join us next week.
Yes, we'll have something beautiful to do next week. So y'all come watch.
You guys have a great weekend and stay warm.
Yes, I'm going to.
Yep. Bye, guys.
Bye.